guys, this is Jamie. I want to welcome you to my channel today. I hope everyone is doing well. I want to welcome everyone back. If you are one of my old subscribers, if you are new to this channel, I want to welcome you and thanks for clicking on the video. And yeah, we are going to do my collection video. I think this is part 9. And I'm going to get through as many books as I can, and if I have to switch and do a part 10 after it, I will. But I want to try to get the rest of my books done in this part. We will see how long this goes and kind of go from there. I've tried to separate it so that they're kind of broken down in like either artist or genre or whatever. But I do have some that like... they're just random. So sit back, relax, have a drink, and we'll just kind of go through them. So we'll get started. The first books that I want to show you are my Coloring Book Cafe coloring books. I have Country Fair. Let me just, yeah, I'm in frame. So Country Fair. There's the back, and it just says that they're by Coloring Book Cafe. And this particular book has duplicates in it. And it's just everything you'd find in a country fair. And it's a pretty thick book. And I've colored this one. I colored it with pencils and a little bit of gel pen. I colored it quite a while ago, so... I think if I was to color it again, this was June 9th, 2019. If I was to color it again, it probably would look totally different. So yeah, that is that one. Next one I have is Coloring Book Cafe's Greatest Hits coloring book. This is the 30 best coloring pages from Coloring Book Cafe. And this one was published 2018, so it's an older book. And so it just has random things from Coloring Book Cafe. Lots of animals. I did this mandala with all gel pens except... no, that's gel pen too. So this is all gel pens. I think what I was trying to do was use up some leftover gel pens that I only had like little bits of. And everything looked good. And then this flower right here is like... popped out. It's not tucked back like it's supposed to be. So it was kind of threw me for a loop, and I did my best just to finish it. So we've got designs and we've got fairies, just a collection of stuff. That one's really cute. So there's that one. And let me just show you, I'm going to show you this one next, but they changed their format. It used to be smaller like this, and now it's bigger. Like the country fair is small like this one. And it just seems like they changed how they do things now. So this next one is Happy Easter coloring book. And this one I haven't colored in. It's all Easter themed. I think this is like my only Easter book I have. I have things that have Easter stuff in it, but this is like dedicated to Easter. So that's that one. I have this one, which is Coloring Book Cafe's Gnome Life coloring book. And this one I've colored in. So there is that little guy. Is there yellowing on that? No, it's just a shadow. So I colored this one with the gnomes in the pond, swimming, chilling out. This one was a really fun one to color. I did this one. So these guys were just kind of floating there, and I decided to add strings to the tops of them to make them, like I created the little circle and kind of made them look like they were ornaments, like ornaments you could hang in your plant, like outside or something. And I made his look like an ornament, like shiny, like Christmas ornament. And then I love that I did rainbow hats for him because it's just so much fun And he's on a bird, he's on a turtle. It's fun. This is washi tape. I did this one, and she's got red apples all around her. I do like the cores of the apples, how I did these. And how I did her dress is I colored the whole thing straight with a marker, and where all the lines, the black lines were, I just took my Jelly Roll white and drew over them to create that look. Just because I wasn't going to color every little flower on her dress. I just wasn't feeling it. And I think it works. She kind of looks like a nun gnome or something. But yeah, that's all I've done in that one. Next one I have here is Jungle Baby Animals. This is volume 4. Now I have the other one, and I think I showed that one in my first video that had the squirrel that I did. You can get the Baby Animals Coloring Book Collection, which is all of their baby animals in a big book. But I just have this one and the forest one. So, yeah. But these are different animals you can find in the jungle. Look at that little alligator or crocodile. Look at that, cute. Little zebra. That's Darling. I love that. So I like elephants and monkeys and things like that. I like jungle animals, so this was perfectly fitting for me. Next one I have here is a big one. So this one I actually got when it was on sale on their introductory price. It's like $4.99. Now this is a thick book, guys. Now I think it's like $9.99. It's their full price. But even at the full price, this is a big book. 125 mandalas, adult coloring book. And this one just has all sorts of mandalas in it. Some are like more detailed than others. And some are more simple. We've got like a variety. So if you like mandalas, like that one's more intricate, you would probably like this book. I do like to sit down and have a good mandala occasionally. It kind of relieves frustration and everything. I did this one. So how I did this one is I used markers and I also used pencils, and I think I used glitter gel pen too. But I actually shaded in areas with my pencils to make it kind of look like they were stained glass windows. And I did this in fall, so I did it all fall colors. And I really like how it turned out. It's one of those that I would probably put in my portfolio because I like how it looks. But yeah, like I said, these are very stained glassy. I really like that. I like the stained glass look. So a lot of these mandalas you could turn into that kind of look. But that's that one. So that's it for my coloring book cafe. I'm going to reach down and get some more books for us. Moving on to my Hannah Lynn books. First one is a PDF that I had printed and got spiral bound on the top. There's a plastic sheet over it to protect the paper, make it more like a book. And this is Steampunk Darlings. And I only had them print the one copy. I didn't make them print doubles, even though the PDF I could print as many as I wanted. And I'll just show you the ones that I've done in here. I always miss them. So I did this one, and this one was actually a color palette challenge. Everybody was doing mandalas and different like pattern pages, but I really wanted to be out of the box, so I decided I would do my colors in a person. So I chose Hannah Lynn to do. And it's really fun. I think she has like a funky eyeball because you weren't supposed to leave any white on your page as part of the challenge. And I think it works and it's fun. She's kind of like alien. And she was done in markers, by the way. Let's see what else I've done in here. Just trying not to miss them, because when it's such thick paper, I tend to miss them. I did this one. So this one, I kind of colored her so she was like Alice inspired, Alice in Wonderland. I guess you could have made her look like a magician, but I thought her hair and just the way she looked screamed Alice, so it was like Alice. And then I did kind of steampunk Mad Hatter, so it was like a mashup of the two. And this is one of my favorite pages, and I really like it. And then I think I did one more in here. Yep, this is the first one I did in this book. And I gave her blue hair, and it has a little bit of sparkle on it, but I don't think you can tell because it was so long ago. I think the gel pen's kind of worn out, but you can see the sparkle on her boots and stuff. And I pretty much colored her with gel pen and pencils. And this gold and bronze color and silver, those are the Prismacolor metallics. I was testing them out when I first got my set of 132 Prismas. So yeah, that is all I've done in those ones. Next book I have is I Dream in Color by Hannah Lynn. And this one is kind of like a coloring book, but it's kind of like an inspirational journal at the same time. So you have things like this: today was amazing because, my favorite quotes, those kind of things in the back. And I did this one. I just did this one barely last month. And that one was a buddy color. I think it's alright. It's not my favorite, but it's alright. I did this one. This one I actually back the page with scrapbook paper, so it's firmer. So it says every artist was first an amateur, and that's so true to not only artists but colorists as well. And I did this one March 31st of 2019. And so I really like that. This is when I first got my Lyra Rembrandt pencils. And I really love those pencils. I have done more in this book, but I have taken them out and put them in my portfolio. But yeah, just kind of trying to show you what was in the book a little bit. If you hear noise in the background, it's just my kids. They're in their room, but they haven't gone to sleep yet. This is Mythical Maidens and Curious Creatures by Hannah Lynn. And in this one, has some really cool, like, mythical things going on here. You do get duplicates in this book. And let's see what I've done. No, I did one in the back, I thought. I did this one. My little gnome girl. I was trying to make it like Romeo and Juliet, like Juliet, but Juliet had brown hair, but I like my girls to have blonde hair, so did that. And this was all with Black Widow pencils. No markers, just Black Widow pencils. And I keep going so fast, I think I'm skipping one. I did this one last year. I think it was around Valentine's Day, but I can't remember for certain. Man, I didn't color very good in there. I can see all these lines, what I would do differently. But like this is Jelly Roll, I know that. Still have her eyeshadow. And when I was doing the black background, I ran out of one black marker, so I switched to another black marker. And since they were different brands, they gave off a different kind of black. So that kind of threw it off. I wanted her to be a night Cupid I've done this one. Very whimsical and beautiful. The rainbow, and it's like Cinderella on a Pegasus. That's what it looks like to me. And then I made her castle all sparkly. And I've done this one. And I'm guessing this is a griffin. And the colors don't match. She's like blues and purples. And he's like rainbow. But like, I was looking at his head, just his head. And I'm like, that looks like a bird. That definitely looks like a parrot or some kind of bird. So I'm just going to go rainbow. So that is what I did. I colored him first, and then I colored her after. Then I tried to do this whole misty thing with acrylic background, or with acrylic paint. I'm still learning. That's something I need to learn to perfect. There's that one. Next one I have is Whimsy Girls Christmas Coloring Book by Hannah Lynn. These also have doubles in it. I think the doubles are like one detailed, one not so detailed in this particular book. Or maybe not. So we've just got Christmas pages. I do not keep this in my Christmas collection because I want to keep it with my Hannah Lynn stuff. And I did this one just this last year, which is Mrs. Claus. I have glossy accents on the buttons in the sleigh and also in her glasses. And what happened is I started coloring her, and I wasn't planning on like finishing or anything. I just was like, oh, I'll just put color down. And then I got going and going and going, and she just turned out as I just kept going and going. I really like how she came out. And I think I also started, yeah, I started this one. And then after I got this far, I just abandoned it. I have no problem with it. I think it's cute. I don't know. I just felt like moving on to something else. So, yeah, that happens. That's why I have lots of whips in my stack of books. I have Tattoo Darlings, an Inky Girls coloring book. And this one I haven't colored in, but I think it's gorgeous. And so basically you have more of like a portrait style, because it's like closer up, and they've got tattoos, and the tattoos are themed with the scene and all that jazz. Now that one's cool, a pirate. I need to pull this one out. I haven't done any Hannah Lynn this month. I need to make it like a goal to do at least one Hannah Lynn a month. Next one I have is Victorian Darlings by Hannah Lynn. And this one, I put it on my app and as my uncolored book, and I did spin it. So I did manage to color in it. I'm just showing you some pages that they have in it. And I did this one. I really like her hair color. It's kind of the color of my daughter's hair. And I just like how she turned out. It was like I colored her, and then I colored the curtain, and I drew a blank on what to color this. So I stared at my markers for a while until I could come up with a color that made sense to my brain to add to this picture. And I think it worked out. And I shaded on top of the markers with colored pencil. And it wasn't like a really nice colored pencil. It was just a bargain-friendly pencil. It works. Next book I have is Mermaids, Fairies, and Other Girls of Whimsy by Hannah Lynn. This one I've actually done quite a few. This one are the 50 fan faves, so there's no duplicates. And I actually like these kind of books because I rarely color duplicates. Oh, that one's cute. Oh, that one's cute too with the sea turtle. Colored this one a long time ago, It was with the tan mint markers, and of course, the tan mint markers leave a little bit of yellowing. I colored this 10/20/19, and that was a buddy color. I did this one. This one was, I told my daughter to pick a page, and she picked this, and I told her to pick all the colors, and she picked all the colors out of a box, and I just used the colors that she picked. And this whole dolphin is just silver gel pen, because that was the only kind of silver she gave me. It was a fun little project. I did this one, and I did this one last year for my daughter's birthday. Her birthday's February 23rd, so we're coming up on the year mark on this one. I think it's really cute, very fun, and the colors that I chose here are my daughter's favorite colors, so I just went with it. I've done this one. I forgot I did this one. So there's stickles on this one, and we have little sea monkeys. She's cute. I tried to color her lighter, and I just had fun with this one. I totally forgot I colored that one. Yeah, that is it. Next one I have is Whimsy Girls Through the Decades. This is one of the newer books of hers, and I have colored in this one. I know I did. I did this disco girl. Love how she turned out. Trying to make it so that she's in like a dark club. There is, this is paint. This is holographic paint on the disco ball. I don't know if you can see that. So it gives off this like shiny appearance, but not so shiny like stickles. And on her dress, I actually used the extreme, or not extreme, but just the sparkle Mod Podge over her dress, so her dress sparkles too. But this is one of the, I don't have very many colored women in my books, so it was nice to do one that, in that one. I did this one, the Diner Girl. I really enjoyed doing this one actually. If you can see this red streak, that is where my daughter bumped my elbow when I was trying to do these checkered, and it happens. I actually researched 50s diners to see what the color palettes would be inside the diners so I could do this. And I tried to mimic this diner sign as close as I could. And I tried to make her look the color scheme of like Sandy off of Grease. So yeah. She was fun. I did this one, and I put my name there because I am the pilot, and I'm blonde, so yeah. I really like how she turned out, and my orange marker died right here, so I added yellow and tried to blend them together. So it kind of gives this like sunset, sunrise type of feeling. I like her. Her pants are a little different. They were kind of complicated, but it's fine. It's done. That is it. I'm actually surprised I colored as many as I did in that one. The next one that I have is Fairytale Princess Storybook Darlings by Hannah Lynn. And it is sad to say that I have probably not colored in this as much as I want. Every time I pull it out, it's like I love so many pages in it. It's hard for me just to decide on one page and just color it. Like I started this one, the Rapunzel one, and I just never came back to it. I have like yellow plus like a glitter yellow in her hair. I just don't like the way I colored it. I could probably finish it off and make it look pretty good, but I just don't know. Maybe I'll just color the duplicate instead. But yeah, I guess I did color one. Yay, I think this was a buddy color, honestly. I think this was a buddy color with Danny Buttons. so I could actually finally color a completed page in this book. So this is Little Miss Muffet, obviously. And I have put stickles on this bowl and spoon, and then I put glossy accents on top. So it would be sparkly and glossy. And I like how she turned out. I think she's cute. I totally forgot I did that with her. Yeah. Next one I have is Enchanted Halloween by Hannah Lynn. My daughter just walked in the room, so if you can hear noise in the background, that is what it is. So this is Enchanted Halloween, like I said, and I have colored a few in here, I think. Okay, so I did this one. Did I color her on stream? Or on a video? I think I did. This is sparkle paint. That's why it's kind of warped my page a little bit. And I did that one. The vampire chick with the galaxy hair. And I added more cracks to the bottom of the wall just for fun. Next one I have here is Whimsy Girls at Work coloring book by Hannah Lynn. And I did this one, the fire girl, or fireman girl. I tried to make the colors of the fire suit actually look like what our firemen wear here and where I live. And then I thought it was perfectly fitting for her to have red hair because she's a fire girl. So, yeah. I like how she turned out. The background is all just eyeshadow that I eyeshadowed in. Yeah. Yep. But these are just really neat pages. Like they give you a detailed one and then they give you a simplified one. And I like both. Because even the detailed one isn't that detailed. So, yeah. That's all I've done in this one. Just the one. I think that one's my newest one of hers. And then this one, I was just barely gifted not that long ago. Like I was given some money on my PayPal and I purchased this because I had not had this in my collection. Now this is not a new book. This one she's had out for a while. I just didn't have it. Hang on just a sec, guys. Okay, so I will just flip through some of these for you guys just so you guys can see. But I literally haven't even had this a month, so I haven't had an opportunity to color in it yet. But these girls are very like tropical and stuff. So that is it on my Hannah Lynn. I have not got her newest one, the Occasions one, yet. It's on my wish list. I just haven't gotten it yet. I'm going to pull some more here. I will show you my Carla Magana collection. I have this one, which is the Macaron Sketchbook. And this is her smaller book, but it has more pages in it. Has lots of women in it. These books are really fun just to let loose in. And so I've done this girl in the front here. And I also did this girl. And I had a really good time doing both of them. And I haven't owned this for very long, so that is why not much is colored in it. I also have the Wee Wickeds coloring book. And this one has a lot of like Halloween type stuff in it. You could do this one for different spooky things. So I did this one. Owl, this is washi tape. I did this design with a marker. Added glitter. I did this one with the tombstones. There's like paint or something right there. And this one has glitter stuff on it too. I just have fun with these. The next one I haven't colored in yet. This is Spooklets Volume 1. This one's really fun. I need to try to color in this one too. But these ones are so like carefree coloring. I don't like overly focus when I do these. I just kind of splash it with color. There's that one. I have Spooky Sweets, which I haven't colored in yet either. Her books are like a new find to me, so that's why a lot of these haven't been colored yet. And then I have her newest release, which is Art Deco. Now this feels different than the other ones. Like this is like a slick surface. This is like a matte surface. So she's kind of changed that just a little bit. And Retro Deco. I like these because their shapes, geometrical shapes, have been put into this. Gives kind of an 80s feel, and I really like 80s. So that is that one. So that is what I have in her collection, just these ones. Okay, moving on to my Fabiana Attanasio like Fairytale collection. This one is The Adventures of Pinocchio. These are all perfectly fitting for my year-long hashtag, A Fab Year 2021. I made that hashtag for this year because I really want to work in my collection of books. I have so many, and a lot of them hadn't been colored in, and her illustrations are beautiful, so why not? So there's that one. Next one I have is Peter Pan. This one I have done stuff in, so I started this and I was doing the foiling technique. So this is all foil, and what I would do is use the Sakura glue pen, put it down, and then put transfer foil sheets on top, and then after it adheres you take it off, and then you're left with this kind of result. I noticed it started to get kind of patchy, and I didn't like the patchy look. Like right here looks really good, but it was like it was starting to get patchy through here, and yeah. And then I noticed it started sticking to this other side. That's why I have this wax piece of paper in here. And it doesn't feel like it will stick anymore, because what I did so it wouldn't stick anymore is I actually coated it with Mod Podge on top just to ensure that it wouldn't stick to my opposite side. I haven't finished him yet, but all the little pieces that are not filled, that I can't get the transfer sheet, I can use my Jelly Roll Metallics, because the colors are pretty dang close. So that's that. This is like a work in progress. It's going to take me a while. Doing the foiling technique does take a while. I did this one with Tiger Lily and Smee, and I have Gelato Water. I really love how this one turned out. One of my favorites. I've done this one, Tinkerbell. This was the first one I colored in this book, actually. I did kind of like this orangey thing around her aura, I guess, making it darker, like a darker orange in the center, because she's angry and upset at Peter in this. So, yeah, because she's jealous. And then I did this one where Peter's by the clock tower. Clock tower is mostly gel pen. I think this is a gelato, and he's colored in gel pen except for his skin and hair. And then I colored this like Indian head thing. And this is where I tested the foiling right here in this book, because I wanted to see if it would adhere to these pages, and it did. So yeah, and then after it was done, I put the Mod Podge on it because it was sticking to this page, but after the Mod Podge was on it and dried, it was fine. So that's the Peter Pan. Was basically a learning experience. Next one I have is Snow White by Fabiana Attanasio. And I haven't colored too many in Snow White. Just kind of giving you a little bit of a flip through of what's inside. I think you can still purchase this on Amazon. This is the one I colored, and I made sure to do her blanket, the colors that I know of Snow White in my head. So she looked like baby Snow White. Tried to use those colors in the flowers and things around her. I did pull some pinks too, just so I had another color to add to the mix. And I think it looks good. I think this yellow is Crayola Super Tip. Possibly. Did I color any of the... Oh, I colored these snowflakes in the front. I don't know, I don't remember doing that. Must have just did it one day out of the blue. Next one I have here is Hansel and Gretel. This is the Italian version. I don't think you can get the American English version. It's no longer in print, but you still may be able to snag one of these. They're hard to find, no. And they have images from Hansel and Gretel. I really like the characters in this book, the way they're drawn. I just really like them. Let's see how cute that is. And that one, he's leaving breadcrumbs, I think, if I remember the story right. And like I like that one with the two portraits. Very fun. The next one I have is The Jungle Book. So this is in Italian as well. And this one's just basically the story of the Jungle Book. Mowgli. There's Shere Khan. Got an elephant there you can color. There's the wolves. A whole bunch of butterflies. Bagheera. Baloo when he's floating down the river on Baloo. There's some beehive. There's him as a baby playing with baby wolves. So yeah, this one's fun. Next one I have is the Wizard of Oz coloring book. This one I actually found on a whim. I just kept on searching and searching and searching, and then finally I saw it, and it was offered on Book Outlet, or not Book Outlet, Book Depository, but through Amazon. Like they were going through a third party, and I didn't care. I had to have this book because I really like The Wizard of Oz, and this was English, and I just love this book. So yeah, there's Dorothy getting kidnapped by the monkeys. This one's really neat with the glasses. I've seen Kate color this one, or part of it. She was coloring on her channel, and I loved it. Another reason I needed this book, enabling. I think I've seen a few channels coloring this book, and it's just so, I just love it. Little Toto. So there's that one. I have Alice in Wonderland. So this was the first I ever owned of hers. And this one, some of my pages are kind of wonky. So I might eventually get a second copy of this sometime. But these are images, Alice in Wonderland images, obviously. But let me show you the page that I thought was kind of wonky. There's the keys page. This one, like my ink came off, and like the clock from here, I can see the ink transfer from the actual printing of this book. And I don't know what marker I used or what I used to cause this ink bleed through. I don't know. But this is the one that I used, because this was pencil, so it shouldn't have bled through. This was watercolor. Yeah. And this one, the pencils, the purple flowers was polychromos. I had accidentally ordered a little box of polychromos. I thought it was like a 12-pack of polychromos. Come to find out, it was just lavender polychromos pencils. And so I was like, okay. So yeah, for a long time, I only had 12 lavender polychromos pencils. And see this yellowing right here? I tried to cover it up the best I could. That was from the Tombow. When I first got my Tombows, they were so juicy that they bled through this paper. Right here, another ink transfer. So, okay, I'll turn on the fan. Hang on a sec, guys.
This one?
Yep. But I did color the cards and things like that. So yeah, if I got this book again, I would definitely color it differently. There's just a lot of transferring, like this key, it's transferred over here. So yeah, and I colored this with gel pen. There's just a lot of transferring between pages in this book. And I know I can still get this on Amazon, so maybe I should before it's like totally gone. The next one I have is Cinderella, also the Italian version. And I do like the story of Cinderella a lot. I love that picture where her dress is transforming. So much fun. This one's definitely, if you can find this one, it's definitely worth it. I haven't colored in this one yet. Next one I have is, it says La Bella and Beasta, so Beauty and the Beast. And this is the Italian version of this book as well. So we have Belle and the Beast, obviously. Oh, we'll have to look at it, okay?
Look on the computer.
Okay, I'll look on the computer.
Have to look on the big computer so you can share Robux.
Okay. So that's kind of a little flip for this book. So those are all my Fabio Attanasio Fairytale books, and I think I have them all. After I got a few of them, I knew I wanted her collection just because I love her work so much. I'm going to grab some more books for you to look at. So these books are kind of like random books. I have this one, Mrs. Zuki's Doodles coloring book. This is a smaller book, and it's a sweet, adorable Kawaii chibi character book. And this one is by Suzuki Art Inc., I guess. And they're very simple images of these like little guys. They're fun. They don't take very long. I colored this one for Halloween. There's glossy accents on his eyes. I like this one with the panda. They're just cute. This book is a little bit pricier than what I thought it would be, but I I still like it. This little bee guy, he's cute. The next one I have is kind of an unusual one. It's called Ballerina Theater 3D Colorscapes. This one I found on Book Outlet, and I just took a chance on it. This is create your own beautiful color or 3D. So how it works is you're basically creating a stage. So this would be a floor, obviously. And that's to build up the floor. This is start the scenes. So this has different ballets that you can color. Like you have the Nutcracker in here. Wasn't very expensive on Book Outlet, so I just thought I'd try it. And Swan Lake is in here too, I think. I have another one called A Magical Forest. They're actually more difficult to find than I thought. After I got it on Book Outlet, I looked it up on Amazon, and it was harder to find than I thought. The next one I have is kind of a different book as well. This is Coloring Fairies by Pictura, and the artwork in this one, they made this in 2013, so this was made a long time ago. These pull out like this, and they just keep going on and on and on and on. One of those like forever books, but I really like the fairies. Sorry, I can't really put it all in frame, but I thought to myself, if I could just color the fairies in this book, or in this thing, not the whole scene, just the fairies, I would feel very accomplished. I think I found this on Amazon, and one day I went on there, and it was like $2.19. So I just went for it. Next one I have here is Juliana Emerson, Dragon's Kingdom, coloring book for adults, and this one has images, has lots of dragons in it. And this book is like a 8x8, smaller. And the women, the girls and stuff in here are cute. And these dragons don't seem overly complicated to me, so that's another reason I like it. And I think that one's like $4 or something. And then I also have this one, which is the Fantasy Kingdom. And this one I have colored in, also by Juliana Emerson. So this one's fantasy. See, I think she's cute or pretty. This is the one I colored. So this one originally had lots of birds in the background. And I didn't want to color all those birds. I just wanted to color these two owls to look like snow owls. And I made it a night sky, so it covered up all those other birds. And she's colored with Prismacolor pencils. But you can basically do what you want in coloring books. If you don't like the background, black it out. You can even like black out backgrounds with like navy blue, because this like line work was so faint. Yeah. Those two. Let's move these down. I have Shades of Kawaii. That's volume 2. Let me show you in order. So I have all 3 of them. This one's the first one by Miss Wah. And this is very kawaii. The paper in these are really thin. Just give you guys a heads up if you're interested. But you can use your markers and stuff like that. So that is that one. Colored in Shades of Kawaii 2. This is the one I colored, and I colored this as highlighter challenge. Last year I had a highlighter challenge that I was doing for the whole year last year, where you colored images with just using highlighters. that one. And then this is volume 3. Like that carrot page. These are kind of fun to color. They're very patterny, but they're fun to color when you just want, like, if you only have like 5 colors and you just need something just to lay color down, and it really doesn't matter. So say you're not into mandalas, maybe you might be into something like this. Next one I have here is World of Fairies, and this one's by Sarah Burrier, Burrier. And this one I had seen on several channels, and I love the artwork. When I purchased it, I guess I was expecting something thicker because it was more of a pricier book, and I got this little tiny thin book, and I'm thinking, wow, I paid that much money for this book. But then when I opened it up, I can see why. I mean, look at these illustrations, guys. They're awesome. I'm really intimidated by this book. I know it's just a coloring book and I just should go and do, but I'm really nervous. I think I should just leave that kind of thing out the window and just color. Do what I do. Next one I have here is the Magical Unicorn Society official coloring book. Now this one I had been looking for, this particular book, because I had seen the cover all over. I have seen the book, because this is actually a book. And I'm like, okay, what is inside this book? Because there was like no flip throughs anywhere. And I just took a chance. And I colored this one. This is like the very back page. And this is acrylic paint black acrylic paint. And I did a pink and a blue unicorn. And then I colored this to match this. It says, if you see unexplained shadows pass across the mirror, it could be a shadow night is near. These unicorns have magical healing powers and can influence humans' dreams. So they're like supposed to be the night unicorn. But basically, this is like a history of unicorns. They talk about different types of unicorns in it. I'm kind of giving you a flip through just so you guys know it exists, because I didn't. Like, that one's really cool. These are mountain jewel unicorns. So yeah, this is the Magical Unicorn Society official coloring book. And this one is by Sterling Children's Books was the publisher. Alright, so I am going to pull all of my Lulu Mayo books now. Or Lulu Mayo. I apologize if I said that wrong. So I have A Million Dogs. The Canine Book of Fun. I like dogs a lot. I haven't colored in this one. Mushrooms. Oh, sweet, fun. The dogs playing musical instruments. Lots and lots of fun. So these are like doggy mandalas. Next one I have, I'm trying to go in like order of release. I think the bears one was next. A Million Bears. So I really love panda bears. So I have definitely colored in this one. So I colored this one. 2-page spread. Try to make them go together. The colors. Love all my pandas in there. This one. I colored this one a long time ago, but I still love it just as much as I did then. very fun. The washing machine page. My son was obsessed with washing machines at the time, and so I had to color this page. There's that one. I think the next one was A Million Owls. I can't remember if it was the bears or the owls first. Goes right to the pages I colored, obviously. To try and give you a look. I did this one. This one was a buddy color. And I did really good coloring, and then when I got to these leaves on the end, I decided, oh, let's just gelato them. I'm done. I'm tired. I did this 10/8 of 19. I did this one. This one was actually really fun to color. This one was 10/5/19, so before that other one. And the background, I actually put tape down, and then this is gelato, I believe. I think it was gelato. Maybe it was Crayola Super Tips. No, because it's shiny, so it's got to be gelato. And just stuck to the color palette. So I really like this stripe technique. It kind of looks like wallpaper, and I just thought it was a lot of fun. I laid down washi tape because washi tape comes off really easy. A washi tape that was cheap and I didn't like it, and I never would use it for a pattern. I laid it down, and then I colored the stripes, and then I took them off. So all I did in A Million Owls. Next one, I think, was A Million Unicorns. And this one has unicorns in it. I've done this narwhal. This one was a buddy color. There's sparkle on that one. I like this one with the polar bears. And I did this one. I started it as a 2-page spread. I only finished this side. I plan to finish this side as a day scene. So this will be the night and that will be the day. I just haven't finished it. And I used a base of Crayola Super Tips. And like the rainbow elements are all gel pen. And the background on this one was done with Prismacolor pencils blended with odorless mineral spirits. So there's that. I'm thinking A Million Sloths was next. I like sloths because they're just lazy, and of course you gotta have pandas in that picture too. And koalas, love them all. Oh, look at the bunnies, cute. Anyway, we're not just admiring books here, Jamie. We're flipping through the pages to find the finished ones. I know I colored one. There it goes. So I colored this one with watercolors. When I colored this, I was experiencing a lot of hand pain, and I really just wanted to color, but my hand was hurting so bad, I decided I would just pull out my watercolors. So I watercolored this. I did do a little shading on the sloths with a Prismacolor pencil, but everything else is watercolor. And so this paper does take watercolor. You can watercolor in these books. Might warp your page a little, but it's not too bad. And I think those were the Pelican watercolors. And then I have A Million Mermaids, and this one I haven't colored in yet, but I need to. Maybe for Mermaid, I'll take this book out and really do a number on it. We'll see. Because they are so stinking cute. It's fun. I've seen a lot of people color in this book and do like truly amazing work. And then the last one that I have from her is this one, which is the Lonely Planet Kids, the World's Cutest Animal Coloring Book. And this one has like images of what you can do on this side, and then you do that side. That's a Christmas one. I should do that one for Danny's hashtag. It's a bunny one. Is there? I thought there was pencil marks on that one for a second. Yeah. Oh, cute. Like koalas. And I know for a fact that she has 2 books that are going to be coming out this year very soon. And one's a cute animals book and the other one is a bunny book, I think. So get excited for those. I'm going to put these down real quick. Next ones I got are all the same size. That is why they're in this pile. Maybe I'll do my Denise Klett books first. So here's Merida. Mermaids in Paradise. Sorry guys, Denise Klett. And this one has mermaids in it. And I did this one as a color and chat for Buddy Colorathon. And this was really fun. I do not love how the sky turned out, but it's okay. I mean, not every picture works out the way you want, so it's fine. But there's a lot of pages that you can do what you want to the background. I think a lot of people get stuck because they're so blank backgrounds. But this book is actually very suggestive to me for art journaling. Like, you could color images, say like this fish one, and write a quote here, or write a quote there, and right here. Just very fun. Next one I have here is Fairies in Dreamland, also by Denise Klett. And this one, I've colored in it, but I don't have anything finished in it. So these are fairies, and these fairies are kind of different to me because they're so super skinny. They're like needle fairies or something. I did this. I was trying to show someone how to do a night sky where you create a night sky with Prismacolor pencils and then blend it out with Prismacolor pencils. And this was early on. I would do it totally different now, but it's fine. And I colored this one day when I was just bored, so I didn't finish it. I just wanted to color the girl for the fairy. So yeah, that's all I've done in that book. Next one I have is Gnomes in the Neighborhood, the artist coloring book by Denise Klett. This is the one that I've done the most in. I really do like gnomes. They're cute. I did the Hawaiian dancing gnomes, or I guess tropical gnomes. I had to have them all have different hair colors because that's fun. Did this one. This one was a lot of fun. They're the farmer gnomes, and I put in this red boards in the background to make it look like there was a red farm behind them. It makes them look very, very small, so I thought that was fun. And then this was Lyra aquacolor crayons that I did on this side. I actually really like that one. One of my more favorite ones. Did this one. This one was a neon thing. I used black for the tree, but then it made the little guys even pop out even more. I used highlighters and neon gel pens. I really like to do neon pictures occasionally because they just pop out so much and they're just fun to do. I did this one. This was my first time doing an acrylic background, and the bubbles are acrylic. I had these little cup things. I had taken them to make the bubbles, and then I shaded inside them with Prismacolor pencils, She's been colored just with glitter gel pens, except for the skin. I think the skin is pencil. And I got pencil here and glitter gel pen. I did this June 4th, 2019, so a long time ago. But I still think it looks just as vibrant as the day I did it. I really like it. Like the teal color because I really like the color teal. So yeah, this is a lot of fun. I have this one, Color the Classics, the Wizard of Oz coloring book trip down the yellow brick road. This one is by J. Yoon Lee, Waves of Color. This one has been in my giveaway pile and then back in my collection and then giveaway, back and forth, so much, just because I'm just not sure if I like it. I mean, the ink got ruined there. I'm wondering if I just need to color a page. This is actually a storybook. I'm wondering if I just need to color a page and then decide what I think. Like, this wouldn't take too long because it has words on it. I could just color her and the dog and not do too much to the border. Yeah, it's part of the collection, but I haven't really decided if I like it or if I don't like it. It's still a good book, though. All books are good. It's kind of banged up. Next one I have here is Tomb Raider coloring book. Now, this one has a whip in it. I don't know the Tomb Raider game or shows very well. I'm just coloring it how I want to color it. And let me show you what I've done. If I can find it. I know it was towards the back. I know it was towards the back. I could have sworn. So it's well hidden because it doesn't want to be found. Oh, come on. Where is she? There she is. So this is my chick. Alright. You're probably thinking, oh, she looks cool, Jamie. So what I was doing is I was doing what Danny Buttons calls Disney bounding, and I was trying to make her look like Jasmine using the colors of Princess Jasmine. So she is actually going down into the Cave of Wonders with a rope, and I'm going to make it look like treasure down here. So she is the one that's like on the hunt, and she's adventurous and cool, and I really, really like the concept I was going with on this. I think she looks great, but I just never finish it. And I need to come back to it and finish it. But that is the story I was going with on this one. So that's Tomb Raider coloring book.